Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel, where today I'm going to talk about the number one trap that OCD and anxiety sufferers fall into. Matter of fact, it's the number one trap that all humans fall into. And you know what that is? Waiting to feel a certain way. I cover this all the time in order to start something. A new career, a new business, a new relationship, talking to a girl. Now I have to level up. I got to lock in. I don't have that much money yet. I got to work on myself. Waste of time, wasting your life, time you will never get back. You are growing older. You're getting more wrinkles. You are getting uglier. People don't want to sleep with you. You are losing out on time. You are not going to have all the time in the world. Oh, if I'll just wait 5 years and lock in, you're acting like you're going to be here in 5 years. You could die in a motor vehicle collision. You don't know. So this is the number one biggest trap that humans fall into. And the people that have a better chance, there's no guarantees in life, only probabilities, but the people that have a higher chance in the scale of achieving monetary success, or in the business sense, relationship success, habit success, anything you're thinking about, improving a skill or a hobby, skiing, snowboarding, playing the piano, the violin, are doing things when they don't want to do them. And this is the biggest wishy-washy trap, as I've now said 5 times in the intro. Before I go any further, please subscribe. Hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Please do not fall into this trap. If this video finds you and you don't have OCD, if this video finds you and you have mild OCD or mild anxiety, I can promise you by changing this habit right now, you will improve your life with a high probability. Now, I always talk about this great statement I heard by an individual one time who's very successful, and they were asking him, how much time do you spend on these big deals? This is a very, outlandish example, but there's truth to it. And he said, let's say you're doing a $100 million deal. How long do you think about the deal for? He goes, well, usually I already know kind of going in, but maybe 60 seconds. And the guy said, that seems irresponsible. He said, most people will never make a decision in their lives. Not in the sense of something big like this. And they'll have analysis paralysis their whole life, and they'll have regret. Now, he was wrong on this. The only reason they have regret is because of their belief system. I should have made the right decision. So he didn't understand that, but it doesn't matter. The principle of, he said, I'd rather make a decision and be wrong and learn from that decision than never make a decision at all, is one of the most critical pieces of life. What do I do every day of my life that requires very little thinking and large reservoirs of action, regardless of how I'm thinking? Getting up at 4:15 to 4:30 in the morning and going to the gym, working out over and over and over. Sure, I love the gym, but I'm telling you, it gets boring after a while, and on some days for sure, I'm like, I don't want to go. Hiking in really tough weather. These are luxuries, by the way. I do understand these are luxuries, but I'm using them as an example because most people still don't do them with the consistency. Long hours of work. It is not yesterday I worked from 5 o'clock in the morning until got home at 7:20 at night, straight, with almost no breaks. Thursdays are my longest days, and so are Mondays. It's not abnormal. I've been doing this for years and years and years and years. Not just 1 or 2, years and years. So I'm used to that. I had to build up to that. There are plenty of times when I look at my schedule and I see a call or something, or a business meeting, or Erica comes home and says, I want to have a discussion about our business. It's 8:30 at night. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I just make it happen. I come up with no excuses anymore. Sure, I like to talk shit and love comedy. And there's a difference between talking shit and making jokes and pure whininess. Whininess gets you nowhere in life. But talking shit and making fun of people and your friends and, building that connection can go places. So that's a huge thing to think about, okay? And those moments where my brain is like, don't do it. Don't go forward. Just stop. Don't do it. I had to use every last bit of my energy to do these things when I was suffering. Whereas when you're suffering, you have one primary goal, okay? How do I stay alive and get to tomorrow? Or part B of that is I need to recover now because I can't stand feeling like this. You're not going to recover tomorrow, and you're probably not going to recover by this year. Doesn't mean you can't make a lot of progress if you're brand new to the journey. If you just came in, we see it all the time. Oh, I'm good now. I did a couple calls. No, you are not. You are feeling good. You're not getting better. You can be getting better with some crossover, but it doesn't mean you're robustly recovered. Nobody is robustly recovered after 4 or 5 calls. Nobody is at long-term unconditional self-life other acceptance. Nobody has really good habits 2 months after their first call. I do not see it. Now, if people come in to see me and they've been working on this by themselves for 2 or 3 years, they've read all the books, it's a little bit different, but that's not how most people are. So you're going to have to pull every single ounce of your willpower to do your habits. You're going to have to get back to work. You're going to have to stop taking shortcuts. You're going to have to stop avoiding your fitness and your health and your nutrition. You're going to have to build your structure with every single ounce of the reservoir inside of you. I do not care if you don't have energy. I do not care if you don't feel like doing it. I do not care. I have empathy and I have compassion. I guess that makes no sense. If I don't care, I haven't. Okay, I care, but I don't want to hear it. That's a better way to say it. So I care and I have empathy, but I don't want to hear it because it's not going to do you any good. This is tough love. You got to hear it. There are too many people. Well, if you just take your time, you're not ready to do it yet. You girly, we just going to take some intro sessions and get you all absolute nightmare, garbage, garbanzo beans, dog shit. If people are talking to you like that, do you even want to hang out? Imagine, oh my gosh, I always think about imagine being around for 5 days on a vacation. Just, we could do, no, just let's go here and see how it goes. The end. Take the initiative. You could just tell the mental health world has been abolished, disseminated by lack of tough love. Jim Rohn put it the best, right? We all bring a little bit of flavor to our coaching. If you're a therapist, by the way, fun fact, because I know people like hearing this. At any given time, I coach 10 to 30 psychologists. Think about that, for example. When people are like, oh, what is this? There's no disconnect. I coach them, many of them. Not one or two. I've coached probably 100 different psychologists and psychiatrists. And it just goes to show you that you can learn it all in the books, but until you've lived it, until you've come out the other side, until you've proven to me and proven to yourself that you can apply the action over and over and over again, it's not going to get you anywhere. You got to hear the tough love. The combination of everything is great. We all bring something different. You got Jade, such an elegant way of explaining things with Moment. You have Sam, who's been through they all have in their own ways. Sam through the extreme POC with Jade. Rob, the mastermind of the organization, figuring this out on his own. Fucking mind-blowing. Then you have me, right? And Elliot's in there too. And Gemma, the sweet mother, the mother goose of OCD recovery. And then you have me. Yeah. Then you have this hyperactive, eccentric, larger than life, been like this since I was 3. We in the groups yesterday, if anyone's in the groups, I posted a bunch of videos of my dad talking and making jokes. And people were messaging me, that is literally you. No wonder where you get it from. And of course, I felt like I had to fake it at times if I'm not in the best mood. And I say, shut the fuck up and turn that camera on. This is easy money. Making a video is easy. There's no hardship. I'm not hammering a roof down in the Dubai heat. I'm not hiking Everest. This is a cakewalk for me. And sure, it can feel annoying, but there are so many more difficult things in life. And you need to show yourself that you can do it over and over and over again. So that's what you got to do, or else you don't recover. You stay stuck for the rest of your life. Forever. Remember in The Sandlot? Forever. That's going to be you, okay? It was going to be me. It was going to be me for a long time. And I said, nah, fuck that. There's no chance. Of course there's a chance. But I'm going to do whatever it takes now. Even if it kills me. Anything. Literally. Rob, this is why Rob has said, I remember, I will just do whatever you ask. When I relapsed on porn after 238 days, I said, because that spiked my OCD up pretty good 3 years ago. I said, no. The answer is no. I am going to take this day by day, even if it feels like I'm dying. That was one example. Cutting my body dysmorphia compulsions. Holy shit. I felt manic. Schizophrenically manic, okay? I felt like there was they were testing the nuclear bombs inside of my body. Inside of my chest cavity was where the new nuclear test sites were happening. I always say, this is another good one too. It's like they were testing a new electric death chair on you, and they would just turn that up to as far as it could be without you dying. All right, he can handle a 9 out of 10. If we go to 10, he's going to die. Let's just leave it at a 9. And I just live like that. And I didn't get it right all the time, but you can do it. You can push yourself forward. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Let me know what you think. Hope to hear from you soon. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.